We begin tonight with news of a potential breakthrough coming involving the hostages being held by Hamas, Americans among them. It is unclear how many hostages, but authorities say we could learn more about this potential plan to secure their release in the coming 48 to 72 hours. News of this possible breakthrough comes on the same day a massive pro-Israel rally was held in Washington, D.C. The images coming in from the National Mall tonight, tens of thousands of people taking part in the March for Israel, a show of solidarity and support for Israel and for the Israeli people following the October 7th Hamas terror attack. Groups demanding an end to anti-Semitic attacks across the U.S. and calling for the release of the hostages. Police on high alert given the tensions in this country as well. And in Israel tonight, the families of hostages held by Hamas beginning a 5-day march from Tel Aviv to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office in Jerusalem, demanding he do more to bring the hostages home. And tonight we are back with the parents of that young son, Hersh Goldberg Polin. His parents, originally from Chicago, you'll remember them telling me in Israel about those last 2 text messages from their son before Hamas put him on the back of a pickup truck. What those parents told our Terry Moran just today. And tonight, on this potential breakthrough involving hostages, President Biden optimistic, saying he believes it's going to happen. ABC's Terry Moran leading us off from Washington tonight.
In the shadow of the U.S. Capitol, the March for Israel demonstration extended far down the National Mall. Thousands gathered in solidarity with Israel. From the stage, families of some of the hostages held by Hamas in Gaza pleading for their safe return. And tonight, word that a possible breakthrough on a deal to release more hostages could come within the next 48 to 72 hours, according to a senior Israeli source. President Biden sounding optimistic.
I've been talking with the people involved every single day. I believe it's going to happen, but I don't want to get into detail.
What's your message for the families?
Hang in there, we're coming.
Here on the Mall, though, it was a time to show strength and pride. This huge crowd stretching almost to the Washington Monument. Thousands of people, the blue and white of the Israeli flag and the red, white, and blue, and the chant going up for the hostages. Bring them home. At least 10 Americans are still missing, including 3-year-old Abigail Moore-Edan, who was taken hostage at kibbutz Kfar Aza. Abigail was still in her father's arms when he was shot dead by terrorists.
Abigail's mother and father were killed that morning.
And she's now alone in Gaza.
She's now alone in Gaza.
Among those American hostages, 23-year-old Hersh Goldberg Polin, who was taken by Hamas at that music festival. We met his parents 2 days later in Israel. Rachel and Jonathan showing David a picture of their son, huddling with others in a bomb shelter, Hersh missing part of his arm after terrorists threw a grenade into that shelter, then ordered him into the back of a pickup truck. His parents are left with their son's 2 final text messages saying, "I love you and I'm sorry."
The fact that he didn't just say, "I love you," but that he said, "I'm sorry," I took immediately to be that he knew we were going to be in tremendous pain or worry or crisis, because it made no sense. There's no other reason to say something like that. So that's the last time that we heard from him.
And those 2 words, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I keep saying, it's okay.
39 days later, Rachel and Jonathan are living a nightmare, still fighting every way they can for their son.
When you spoke with David, you said you're sending your strength out every day to him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's a mantra I say all day long. I just say, I love you, stay strong, survive. And I just say it, and then sometimes I do it to myself because it's so hard. It's not describable. It's not imaginable, even to me, what we're going through. So I have to stay strong and I have to survive. It's the only way we'll save him.
And so let's bring in Terry Moran with us tonight. And Terry, I'm so glad you met up with Hersh's parents again. They are just so incredibly strong, like all of these families. And I know you're learning tonight that the families of the American hostages, including Hersh's parents, will soon meet with the Biden administration's top hostage negotiator.
David, that meeting will take place tomorrow, and as you say, Hersh's parents will be there. They told me today that they are still not getting any information about their son, Hirsch. And yet they still have hope, as you could sense there. We can also report that secret talks about this hostage deal have been going on for weeks, with Hamas demanding that there should be a days-long ceasefire in exchange for the release of any captives. And Israel is saying there will be no deal at all unless dozens of their citizens are allowed to come home. David?
Terry Moran leading us off tonight from Washington. Terry, thank you. There is all.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.